Hello everyone and welcome back to Football Manager 2017 in our European Journeyman series at Brighton. Now today we've got a few big games to go. After a little bit of a rough patch recently, we do seem to have recovered somewhat with 3 wins and a draw in our last 4 games, and we need to carry that on where we left off because we've got big games against Villa and West Ham today. Villa in the EFL Cup will be tough because they are a Premier League team. West Ham are one of the teams fighting with us for an automatic promotion place. So alongside Bradford City and Gillingham, those will be our games today as we head in towards November and the real crunch period through the winter time. So it's going to be a tough episode, and hopefully we can continue our position in the league. At the moment we are in second place in the table, 7 points clear of Swansea, but they have 2 games in hand. West Ham also with a game in hand and can cut the gap down to just 4 points. So we need to keep that pressure up on Norwich as well, because really I think we should be going for the title this season, but automatic promotion will definitely do. Now the team we're putting out against Bradford City away from home today is made up of Frias, Coupadon and Pospisil. Midfield we have Beccaria and Morris, with Marin, Pask, Soler, Lambeze and Carlos Eduardo in defence, and Mago in goal. We've got a few players missing today, and Bomb's out, Bueno's out, Andres is out as well, so a little bit under strength, but should be more than enough to overcome Bradford. Marin with the throw sends it in towards Frias, who nods it on, but Cyrus cuts that ball out. Morris has it again, now Beccaria, Coupadon, Pospisil back to Beccaria, now Marin, just can't quite get that final pass through. Here's Coupadon, again goes back to the midfield, and the ball out wide cut out, but we do get it back. Beccaria to Frias, Marin is in behind, and it's saved by the keeper. Corner to be taken by Pospisil, and it's cleared out quite easily. Met getting to the ball, charging down the left flank as well. We haven't managed to get the tackle in yet, but there it is from Morris. Well, there's only 20 minutes left and we have still not made the breakthrough. We're going to have to make some changes because this is getting a little bit ridiculous. There's been virtually no highlights in the game, and it looks like we could be about to drop points against some pretty timid opponents, to be honest. We've been absolutely dominating the game, but just not taking our chances. It doesn't help that we don't really have our best front 3 out. The rest all missing, but we should still be performing better than we are, and there's now just 10 minutes to go. We're going to have to make one final change. Who can change something for us? I think it's going to have to be Hickman that we trust ahead of Marin. But this is just a little bit silly that we can't get these goals when we need them. We have won a few games by a decent margin recently, but it looks like that's not happening at the moment. Sassy, though, with a corner, sends it to the back post. Fernandez is there, and Gedson Fernandez saves us the victory today, getting the goal with less than 5 minutes to go and making the purchase of him very much worthwhile. Hopefully that will see out the last of the game. Well, there's a highlight here for Bradford, and they're coming forward with Cody through to Amat. And I didn't change from attacking back to counter, and we've gone and conceded down the other end. Just as I thought we might have absolutely snuck the win at the end, we've completely messed it up. I think the players were trying to argue for offside, but I'm not so sure about that. Less than a minute to go now. Is there a last twist in the tail? Ball sent out wide to Smythe. He sends it forward to Thorne. Thorne again. Inside to Amet. Just 30 seconds left to go. Now Cody across the breach. Trying to get the ball through here, Bradford. Ball now with us. Just some 20 seconds left to go. Pospisil. It's been tackled as well. There's no way this highlight is going to lead to anything. It's just a frustrating minute-long end to the game. And what a frustrating game that is. I thought we'd done it right at the end, and instead Bradford come and absolutely tear us a new one by getting that goal late on. And I'm really not happy at the drop points there, because it was a chance to gain points on Norwich, who did slip up in a defeat, and it's also allowed Swansea the opportunity to move ahead of us if they win their 2 games in hand. So that's not an ideal way to kick off this episode, and we need to improve in our next 2 games if we're going to improve our league position. Well, last time we played in the EFL Cup, we beat Chelsea away from home, and we're going to need something equally special today if we're going to get past Aston Villa. We are at home though, which is a big advantage for us, but the team is quite tired after the last few games, so I'm not sure how well they're going to do in this one. But we are just one win away from the quarter-finals, which would be pretty incredible for a Championship club to get to that point. So hopefully we can turn over Aston Villa, who aren't the strongest team in the Premier League, and who we should really be beating by the time we get there next season, if we get there, of course. So the team we're going to be putting out is made up of Coupadon, Frias and Bueno, with Beccaria and Morris in midfield. Then there's Marin, Lambeze, Pasc, Soler and Carlos Eduardo at right back, and Amego in goal. Free kick here for Morris, 25 minutes gone, his effort goes straight into the wall. Beccaria to Bueno, sends it all the way back to Gennaro. Morris into Bueno again, now Frias, goes past a couple of challenges. Lays it off for Beccaria and he strikes it into the back of the net. An excellent effort in a game that we're totally dominating. Mane with the goal kick, sends it out to Weir. Deep into the second half now, nearly an hour gone. Ball does come to Carlos Eduardo. Still Aston Villa without a single shot in the entire game and only 32% possession as well, which for a Premier League club is a little bit embarrassing. Beccaria switches it out to Marin. He then comes inside and finds Carlos Eduardo. Ball over the top, finds Frias into Sassi. It comes to Coupadon. A lucky bounce in there, but he's made it 2-0. And that should be our passage to the quarterfinals secured. Amego sends the ball out to Lambeze. Still Aston Villa without a shot, just 15 minutes left. Beccaria on to Coupadon. Now Frias, he's got a man to his right. He pushes it out to Eduardo. He finds Sassi. Back to Eduardo again. Sassi over to Beccaria, now Fernandez. Sassi round the corner to Eduardo, and he's put it wide. Just a few seconds left of the added time, and Amego plucking the ball out of the sky. Aston Villa did manage to get one shot on goal, but they were absolutely outplayed right up until then. Every time I make a comment like that, something happens. They've gone and scored through an absolute lapse in concentration. It's a very good thing we had a 2-goal cushion. It won't affect the result whatsoever. Just a little bit frustrating. We've lost a clean sheet in such a ridiculous way. But there's a good 2-1 win for us over Aston Villa, who should be really beating us without too much trouble. So it's a sign of how strong we are that we've now taken out 2 Premier League teams on the way to the quarterfinals of the EFL Cup. Well, here is the draw for the EFL Cup quarter-final. There's some big teams left in there. Man United, Man City and Arsenal, who we would like to avoid. Hopefully we get someone like Leeds, maybe Swansea. Any of the other teams really would be absolutely fine. But let's get into it. Man City, the first team out, and they get Leeds United, so it should be easy passage for them. Now we're the next ones out of the hat. Who are we getting? Hopefully not Arsenal or United. And it's Swansea, another championship team. That gives us a lot of hope of making the semi-finals of this competition. It looks like City, Arsenal and United are all going to make it through to the semis, but could we be the 4th team in the semi-finals? After dropping points in our last championship game, we now really need to pick up maximum points in this game against West Ham. They're currently 4 points behind us, having played the same number of games. We can stretch that to 6 and sort of knock them out of the race for automatic promotion, at least for the time being. And then we can maybe turn our attention to Swansea, who are just 4 points behind us with a game in hand. Obviously, we're still trying to catch Norwich as well, so it's all to play for in this game. But at home, we really should be winning this match. To do that, we're putting out Frias, Coupadon and Pospisil up front, with Beccaria and Morris in midfield. It's then Marin, Soler, Pasc, Lambeze and Carlos Eduardo across the back, with Amego in goal. Soler with the ball, forward to Marin. Now it's Frias, round the corner to Pospisil, through to Coupadon, and his effort is straight at the keeper. Eduardo with the throw, finds Morris, now Beccaria. A lot of players around him there. There were 4 players around his position. Ball spread left but poorly, and Bain gets the ball. He then puts it into the middle, but Morris has it. Back to Soler. Beccaria sends it back again. Morris over the top, and Coupadon's got inside. The keeper comes out, but Marin there on the volley places it well into the open goal to give us our lead. Pospisil brings the ball down well, can't quite find the pass though. Now Davidson trying to come forward, sends it out wide. Eduardo wins the header, but Street has it. Then cut out again. Pospisil can't reach it. Adarabioyo taken out. Now Pospisil trying to come forward. Players to his left. He skips one shackle, puts it inside, and Coupadon there with the effort. I thought he might have been offside, but apparently not. didn't finish it and make the most of that chance. Amego with the goal kick out to Lambeze. He puts it forward. Pospisil back to Eduardo. Now Coupadon over the top, and Frias has managed to get in. He's got one-on-one here, but it's well saved by Carlosone. Corner to come in from Pospisil, trying to find Frias, but straight into the arms of the keeper. Corner from Pospisil towards the back stick, and there's a header in there. The keeper missed it. Soler, I think. No, it's Højbjerg with an own goal, a former Bayern Munich player, and he's made it 2-0 to us, and West Ham are not looking like a threatening opponent right now. Amego with another goal kick forward, but he's given it straight to West Ham. Well cut out. Now Coupadon. Back. Marin onto Frias. Inside to Coupadon again. Marin trying to put the ball through for Pospisil, but it is cut out. Sent back to the keeper. He launches it forward. Header won by Pask. Adam with the ball. I suppose not Charlie Adam. I don't know what that was. Was it a cross or a shot? Either way, it's gone straight into the arms of a happy Amego. He then launches it down the line, and Pospisil's got to it. The defender missed it. He's in on goal, and he finds the bottom corner, and it's now 3-0 against West Ham, and we are playing ruthless football. Carlosone sends the ball forward. Header won by Soler. McDonald back. Soler into Frias. Back to Marin. Just crowded out a bit here and being forced away from the middle. Soler just hanging on to the ball. He's always going to get tackled doing that. Why would he even think of doing that? Burke, and he finishes it well, to be fair. I thought he was going to cut it back for an easy goal, but instead he's arrowed it into the bottom corner, and there's life in West Ham yet. Marin with the throw. Finds Soler. Trying to come inside. Norwich now 2-0 up against Hull, so we won't be gaining any ground even if we do see this one out. Bain. Players around him. Could this be another big comeback? Burke's in on goal, but Amego with a good stop this time. Corner to come in from Adam, but cut out by the first man. Adam again. Well picked up by Amego. Pospisil puts a free kick in. It's come to Coupadon, but well saved by Carlosone. Header by Granero. Comes to Frias. Coupadon round to Pospisil. He's through on goal again, and he's put it over the bar. He'd beaten the keeper there as well, so that's got to go down as a missed open goal. Well, it's been a very good performance in the end. I thought this match would be tighter than it was. West Ham did have a little rally towards the sort of last half an hour, but weren't able to do anything substantial other than get that one goal that broke our clean sheet. But there it is, a very good win in the Championship. Certainly makes up for the lost points in our last game, and backs up big wins against Aston Villa and now West Ham, and leaves Swansea needing to win 2 games again to close the gap down to just 1 point. So we're in a very, very good position, and now 7 points clear of West Ham. We have, for the first time in a long time, been able to enjoy a week without any football, which means that we are fully rested for this game against Gillingham. Bueno is still not fit enough to play a game though, which is a bit frustrating. Hopefully he'll be back after the international break, which is about to kick off after this game, and then we can really start hit the ground running heading into December. But for this match against Gillingham at home as well, we've got a strong team going out there of Frias, Coupadon and Pospisil, with Beccaria and Morris in the middle, then Marin, Soler, Andres Lambeze and Carlos Eduardo, and Amego in goal. Morris onto Pospisil, round to Coupadon. Now Frias is in on goal, and he's hit the woodwork after 37 seconds, nearly a very early lead. Corner from Coupadon, in towards the near post, but headed away by Hunt. Now Morris, cutting inside again. He's going to go for goal as well, but it's saved by Ward. Soler to Marin. We're keeping up this pressure in the opening 10 minutes. Marin across to Pospisil. Through to Coupadon, a huge tackle, but Eduardo picks it up, finds Coupadon anyway, and he finds the top corner in off the underside of the bar. An absolute great strike from Coupadon, who's now our top scorer. Hollingsworth out to Talbot. Can Gillingham strike back straight away? They found Johnston. He's trying to come back. The ball cut out by Beccaria though. Can we extend our lead so early in this game? Soler all the way back to the keeper. He then launches it forward. Marin into Beccaria. Soler trying to find an option. He's had to go back to the keeper again. Amego back to Soler. Not really sure where we're going with this. Beccaria to Marin. Cutting inside. Finds Morris. Now Coupadon picks out Pospisil in a good position. He's gone for goal, but it's saved by Ward. Eduardo's throw. Can't quite find Morris. Now Hunt can get it away. Good header by Andres, but still with Gillingham. Flores forward to Ben Slimane. Now Asadebe. On to Johnston. He's got it across. Gillingham looking dangerous. Eduardo with a poor pass, and they've hit the woodwork. I mean, that's the third game in a row we've made a catastrophic defensive error, and it nearly led to another goal, but fortunately their striker wasn't clinical enough. Morris forward to Beccaria. Eduardo has it. Trying to get his second goal in the second half now. Cooped on, fouled from Asadebe, who's already on a yellow card, and he gets his second. They're going down to 10 men. Corner from Pospisil, in towards the middle, and it's a good header from Lambeze to make it 2-0 and wrap up 3 more points. Well, it's been another good victory from us. Maybe should have been by a few more goals, but I'll take 3 points where they're on offer. There's no doubt we need to try and identify some more clinical attacking midfielders, either in January or in the summer, whenever we have the opportunity to do so. I'm thinking of doing it in the summer because I think this squad is strong enough to get us promoted automatically. And then we can attract some better players when we are in the Premier League. But at the moment, they're just not quite good enough at finishing a chance. But there is the full-time whistle. A good 2-0 win, extending our position, or hopefully our lead, in second place. And as you can see, Swansea are 2 games behind us still and 7 points off us. But West Ham now 10 points behind us, although they do have a game in hand. And we've closed the gap on Norwich to just 2 points. But they also have a game in hand. But that is going to be it for this episode. Next time, we've got to look forward to December run-in and the EFL Cup quarter-final. We've got Bolton away in 16th place, Sheffield at home, they're 12th, and then Derby away, who are 14th, while also having to take on Swansea at home in the EFL Cup quarter-final, where hopefully we'll be able to book ourselves a place in the semi-final of that competition, which would be huge for the club. So a lot to look forward to in the next episode. If you have enjoyed this one, do drop a like on the video. Another unbeaten episode, not quite a perfect episode because of that late goal that Bradford got. And subscribe to the channel if you want to see how we do in the EFL Cup going forward. But until next time, see ya.